friend asked me the other day, what does it mean to be a missionary? I said to him, well, think about it like this. What's your favorite movie? He said, any of the Avengers movies. I love them all. I said, okay. So good enough to the point where you want to share with others, right? He said, oh yeah, I tell people about it all the time. I said, okay. Now, what does it do for them? He said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, no, really, take it serious. What does it do for people? Like you sharing these videos, these movies. He said, well, it, gives them laughter, enjoyment, some form of entertainment. I said, okay, it's a good thing to be shared, but it's not a necessity. He said, okay, it's cool, that's fine. Now, what about your favorite food? He said, oh, Mexican food. I said, okay, now, you like it enough to the point where you want to share with people, right? He said, absolutely. I said, now, what does it do for people? He said, well, nourishes people, gives them some good food to experience. I said, all right, so it's a good thing to be shared, and it's sometimes a necessity. He said, yeah. I said, now, what about the faith? He said, okay, now what do you mean? I said, well, how does it help people? What has the faith done for you, or what does it continue to do for you? He said, well, hold on, well, let me think about it. And I said, well, I'll share my personal experiences. Shortly after leaving the seminary, my cousin died and I fell into a deep depression. And during that time of my life, I left God, abandoned him pretty much, and decided to search for God in other things. And what I was really looking for was peace, joy, and love. But I had discarded the source of it, and I settled for imitation. Now, a friend of mine reached out because he knew what was going on in my life, and he helped me to recognize what was going on and realize where I was at. And that friend helped me to go back to the sacraments, and he helped me to pursue healing. And in due time, I was able to be lifted out of that dark spot, that place of deep depression and just feeling empty, into feeling full of life again. And so I was able to go back to real peace, real joy, and real love because I went back to the source, which is God. I will always share God and share the faith with others because of what God has done for me in my life and what he continues to do for me in my life, especially when it comes to the Eucharist and the saving power of God. And that's the reason why I've decided to dedicate my life to being a missionary, whether it's formal, being a formal missionary or not, because of what somebody did for me. Somebody helped me in my time of need. So I asked my friend, what does it mean to be a missionary? It means helping somebody in need. It means pointing somebody back towards God, pointing somebody back towards the sacraments, or helping them to even get to that point of their life where they are just discovering God for the first time. And so it's not just a formal missionary, or not just a priest, or not just a religious sister or a religious brother. It's everybody. It's your coworker. It's the person next to you sitting in the pews. It's your family member. It's your friend. It's the laity. We're all called to be missionaries. So I would like to invite you into this mission with me.